Cleopatra bitches and knowing thyself. Cleopatra bitches and knowing thyself. Now, off top, you know, there are just different kind of bitches out here, man. And when I talk about Cleopatra bitches, man, I know a lot of motherfuckers like, what the fuck? Cleopatra bitches, what the hell is this nigga talking about? Man, this analogy, this is my analogy right here. I'm basing my analogy from the life of the great Queen Cleopatra, who lived, you know, many thousands of years ago. Well, I guess, you know, before Christ. The great Cleopatra. And I know this guy, I believe his name is Robert Greene. He writes about Cleopatra in the 48 Laws of Power. I'm not sure. I think he does. I haven't read that book. I really need to read that book. But I think he discusses Cleopatra and her skills at seduction, because I think seduction is one of the 48 Laws of Power, I think. But anyway, my version of Cleopatra comes from the story of Mark Antony and Cleopatra as written by Plutarch. Okay. Now, in this version of Cleopatra, this version of the story, Cleopatra is, you know, Plutarch depicts Cleopatra in her true state. Because throughout history, motherfuckers think Cleopatra was like this super beautiful bitch. And actually she was when she was young, but when Mark Antony met her, she was a little older. I think she was like in her late 30s or 40s or some shit like that. But anyway, Cleopatra was super skilled in the art of seduction. And Egypt was was on its last leg. She was the last ruler of Egypt. And she needed to work a deal with Mark Antony, because he was over a part of Rome. He shared power over Rome with a Caesar, right? That's how Pope Mark Antony was. This bitch, Cleopatra, made it her focus and dedication to seduce Mark Antony. And the way that she seduced Mark Antony was, I mean, it was brilliant. You're talking about the bitch was able to appear. The bitch changed every time he seen her. The bitch looked different. She could change up every time he seen her. The bitch could speak a whole bunch of different languages. Bitch speak like 5, 6, 7 different languages fluently. Then the bitch know everything about different odors and fragrances. Then the bitch know how to fuck every kind of way. She know all kind of ways to fuck and to bring different bitches to the fucking and do everything. Bitch know all the kind of food to bring to the table for this nigga. This bitch play every fucking game that the nigga wanna play. It's just like a nigga wanna play dominoes, bitch wanna play dominoes. Nigga wanna play spades, bitch know how to play spades. Nigga wanna watch football game, bitch can watch football game with nigga. Nigga wanna go to the motherfucking rap concert, bitch go to the rap concert with nigga. Nigga wanna go outside and cut the motherfucking grass, bitch wanna help the nigga cut the grass. I'm talking about a bitch doing everything to a nigga, to where a nigga is so seduced. Mark Antony so seduced by this bitch, he can't think of nothing else, and ultimately cost him all his power. He fucked off everything. Everybody saw it happening. He ended up having to go to war with the Caesar he was sharing power with. He ended up just getting killed, dying. You know what I'm saying? And then Cleopatra realizing at the end what she did to this nigga. Then the bitch killed herself. Cleopatra bitches. Alright now. In this modern world that we live in, there's a lot of bitches out there that are Cleopatra bitches. You see them all around you, but then you don't really see them. What's a Cleopatra bitch to you? Cleopatra bitch to me, Cleopatra bitch to you is a bitch that's really probably out of your league who comes for you and seduces you and distracts you from doing what you're supposed to do and what you need to do, and weakens you and ultimately leads you towards and down a path that's gonna destroy you. I know you heard some stories in the Bible. Samson and Delilah cutting Samson's hair. Oh yes, there's so many different examples out there. But let's bring it up modern today. Modern day famous Cleopatra bitches. I know you heard about them. Your girl Rihanna would qualify as a Cleopatra bitch. A modern day Cleopatra bitch. What did she do to Chris Brown? What did she do to Matt Kemp? Niggas don't prosper under Rihanna. Matt Kemp fuck off his whole baseball season trying to chase Rihanna around at all these different parties and shit, trying to fuck with a bitch that's essentially out of his league, doing shit he can't do when he need to be at home resting, trying to get ready for the next game, trying to keep his skills sharp, trying to help the team get back to the postseason. But no, he out here chasing Rihanna around at the club, at backstage at a Rihanna concert in Kentucky when this nigga need to be in LA the next day to play the fucking San Francisco Giants. Nigga get off the airplane tired as fuck trying to keep up with Rihanna who can get up when the fuck she want to. She ain't gotta be on deck. She ain't gotta be healthy as fuck, being bomb as fuck like Matt Kemp gotta be. Cleopatra bitches. And what happened to Chris Brown, man? I know that bitch did something to that nigga that made that nigga slam her head into that slam her forehead into the fucking glove compartment of that whip. What happened? Cleopatra bitches, man. I'm trying to told you. A lot of niggas reach up out of there and grab onto a bitch that ain't got no business fucking with. It ain't nothing like a nigga fucking up behind a bitch. And when niggas see you fucking up behind a bitch, they think you're so weak. Fucking with them Cleopatra bitches. Cleopatra bitches. What's another famous Cleopatra bitch? I know you heard of Robin Givens. Even though Mike Tyson went hunting for the bitch, but once the bitch looked at him, she went for the seduction. She broke the nigga down quick though. And if you look at the Mike Tyson story, the documentary, you can see it. You can see Mike was doing great all the way up until he started fucking with that bitch. And when he started fucking with that bitch, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. He got his ass beat shortly after that because the bitch broke him down. The bitch broke him down quick. You understand me? Another famous Cleopatra bitch you might have heard of. You might have heard of her. You think you might have heard of her? Shiny O'Neal. Yes, indeed. Hey, Shaq's ex-wife, baby mama. Man, I'ma just put it like this. Real spit, real talk, real conversation, man. When motherfuckers talk bad about Shaq and all the dirt that Shaq is doing, I'ma just spit this here like this, man. Because you know BossMack Topsoil be out there often and on the soil for real throughout them LA areas, man. One of my people used to fuck with old Shiny O'Neal back in the days, back in the early days before she escalated up a hustle as she climbed over nigga, over nigga, over nigga, over nigga, till she got to Big Shaq nigga. You feel me? Listen, old Shiny O'Neal told my people, he was like, BossMack, he was like, man, you know, my ex-bitch is, fucking with Shaq. I'm like, what? Is you serious? He's like, yeah, man, shit crazy, man, you know. She tell me they gonna be getting married. She don't give a fuck about none of them bitches he fucking with. They get married. She know it. She got his son. She confident. That bitch confident. And he said, look here, nigga. And real talk, that's a determined bitch, my nigga. I know she gonna get it done. The bitch already pushing a crispy nabby on some big wheels. I know you seen it. I was like, okay, man, I feel you, man. So Bottom line, Shani came in with the seduction on Big Shaq and broke Big Shaq down ultimately. Broke him down until he got away from the bitch. Look at the period of time that Shaq was really married to that bitch. He rolls up through in the Lakers and then, then he started getting into the fucking around, fat shit, Shaq kind of got weird there a little bit. But now that nigga back on track. Once he stopped fucking with that bitch, he got back on track. Cleopatra bitches, homie. Watch me now. I want to say this, man. With regard to this concept. I think, it's really about knowing yourself, man. Knowing thyself.